Bailey, bring me that ball. Bring it here. Bring it here. That dog's being an asshole.
Is that the squeaky toy?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll show you.
I was like, that's a funny noise for a dog to make.
Come on, Bailey.
Oh, there's another one. That's a funny noise coming through the internet.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I'm sweating.
Why are you doing that? That's gross. Don't do that.
I just made a huge pan of enchiladas with beef and cheese ones and bean ones, and I ate them.
Habaneros?
And it's hotter upstairs, and I was by the stove, which was 400 degrees, and I ate them, and it was kind of spicy.
Muy caliente?
So I turned the air conditioner on to this room's temperature, 73.
Nice. My AC at my house is 65.
That's better.
Yeah, it's very cold here. The geothermal is very efficient, so doesn't even run that much, to be honest with you. Like, if it was old school, it'd be like 75, but the geothermal is super efficient cooling stuff.
Yeah, I want that because our air conditioner is running and it costs a lot. Oh, when was the last time I talked to you? What happened last?
I don't know. It's been like at least 2 weeks, I think. Your car, the gas tank needed to be replaced, and the fuel lines or vapor lines and the charcoal canister and some kind of shit needed replaced.
Yeah. All right. So the guy that is the service manager at that store brings his Dodge Viper to our shop only. We're the only one that are allowed to work on it. So my manager called him and told him about my car. And then he called me and he said, hey, Scott told me, or Guy told me about all the stuff you're going through and all this. And I want to see if I can help you out. It's not going to be a huge amount, but I might be able to do something, with parts and labor. So I was like, all right. And then he called me back later and he said, all right. So it was going to be, if I was smart, I would have brought the paper down here with me, which
like
I didn't.
$4,000 or something, right?
It was going to be $4,000. And he said, I can take this much off parts and this much off labor. So it's going to end up being like $2,800 plus tax and tax title license, whatever, all that crap. So I imagine it's still going to be like $3,000. So he saved me about $1,000 probably.
That's pretty awesome, though. I mean, for a lot of shops, they just tell you $4,000, take it or leave it.
Yeah. Yeah. So McDonald Volkswagen and Littleton are the first people to help me out in dealing with any of this crap. Yeah. The first ones to cut me any type of break. So along with that, the hose, the radiator hose that was rubbing on the fan, I thought they were going to call the Illinois dealer, and then they didn't. And I called them and I said, hey, did you guys call them? And they're like, no. I'm like, you have to call them and you guys work it out whether they pay, the dealer pays the other dealer. And I'm like, all right, whatever. I'll just call them. So I called them. I got to talk to the actual general manager over there, and I told them what's going on. And I said, they said that one of your guys put the hose on wrong and is rubbing the fan and rubbed a hole in it. He's like, well, the guy that was working on your car was the best technician ever made, and he doesn't make mistakes. And
yeah.
So I want to talk to them, and I'm like, all right, well, I'll call him right now. So I got off the phone with, I didn't get off the phone with him yet. And I said, hey, your guy denied to fix my bumper. I got my car from you. The bumper was broken. He told me, go get an estimate and send it to me. So I did that, and then he said no. And I was like, it wasn't like that when I brought it to you, and it's like that when I picked it up. So he said, well, if you can send me a picture of it before or unbroken, then we'll cover it. So I went through all my pictures. I could probably bring one up, but it'd take a minute. I found one from earlier of the back bumper, like quite a bit earlier. It's not broken. And I found one from probably the day before the engine blew at my parents' house, but it's the side of the car a little bit to the side. So I think I can put them in my photo editing program that I use for thumbnails, and I can zoom it in on the bumper and maybe we can see something, but I don't know. It's kind of a long shot. But the lawyer thinks that I got something to argue with against them because I said, well, I never saw that there was an inspection, a visual inspection done on the car when it came to you. And he's like, no, we don't got time for that. We got to get the cars in and out, and we can't do that.
Oh, they're done.
So I'm like, I got you now. I didn't tell him that, but. So I got the pictures. I got to send them to him. So I called the other dealer right away, and I said, hey, these guys want to talk to you guys. Actually, I left a message for my guy because it was the guy, the service guy that's working on my car because it was kind of late by that time. And I said, they want to talk to you because they don't believe that the hose was rubbing on the thing and that their guy did it wrong. So I left him a message. That was like a Friday. And then on a Tuesday, I called him and I said, hey, did you get my message? Because I'm wondering if you talked to him. And he's like, I didn't get anything. Like, God damn it. So I just wasted some more time. So I told him what was going on. I gave him the guy's name. So he was supposed to call him. So that was like Tuesday. So then like Friday or something, 2-3 days later, I called him back. And I was like, all right, what'd they say? He's like, oh, we've been busy. I didn't get to call him yet. So I didn't. I'm like, come on. If I don't call you guys every day and keep on you, you're not going to get this stuff done. So.
Yeah, it kind of sucks.
So I have to go look at those pictures. I have to email them to the guy. I have to go through all my documents from my car since November to now. Laura's in Iowa.
Yeah.
Laura's in Iowa.
Laura's in Iowa. Yay.
They went to see her aunt and uncle. Because the lawyer finally got a hold of a lawyer at the warranty company. And he didn't say really what they talked about. He said that the lawyer was apologetic, kind of, that it was taking so long to get stuff done. So he said it, I don't know. He didn't really say anything, but it's something. So he said, he's like, I got so much stuff because I sent him all the stuff that I was getting my truck fixed to drive every day. So I sent him all of that, all the receipts and all that crap.
Yeah.
Back in November, December or something. So he's got so much stuff. He's like, I don't even know what's what anymore because then it was a few months between when I talked to him to when I called him back again. So I got to go through everything. I got to put them together like a nice packet of this is the important stuff. And then he's going to send it to the warranty lawyer. Oh my God, man. So he at least got to talk to somebody. I got $1,000 discount on this set of repairs. I told him I want the car by Friday, which is the 10th.
Yep.
Like, because my parents are coming into town on Friday.
What? Yeah.
Friday night. I said
my parents are coming into town Saturday.
Oh man, we should meet somewhere. No, it's too far. So I said,
be in Ure.
I want the car Friday, and they said, all right, we'll have it done Thursday. And I haven't heard from them again, so I know they have the parts, and they're working on it. So. But also, so the diverter valve was having problems. It wasn't staying shut because it was kind of fluttering. You could hear the turbo flutter a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a blow-off valve, but it lets it back into the low pressure side, the factory one. So I told the guy about it that's working on it, and he's like, oh, yeah, I know this company that I've used before from Australia. They make these upgraded ones that are really good. And I'm like, all right, do that. There's something else, like the suspension was making noise that I wanted him to look at too, and the Illinois dealer put the suspension on, so I was like, look at that too, because they did it, so that should be under warranty. I bet they didn't do either of those. I bet they do the evap system in the hose, and then they give it back to me and tell me to bring it back to them later. So I'll have to deal with that when that happens.
Yeah.
Um,
One thing.
yeah. Another thing. Man, it was only 10 minutes. It's only been 10 minutes. I thought that story was going to take longer. um, so there was a guy at the other shop. Oh, did you hear that? It was just like, meh. Um, there's a guy at the other shop who, whose daughter? No, maybe it was him. Anyway, he tested positive for COVID-19.
Oh shit.
And his daughter has some health problems, and she has it, and his wife has it, and his wife isn't dealing with it well. He's been sent home for a couple weeks or something like that. But there
Yeah.
was another guy from the other shop that went to his house that weekend before he tested positive.
Stop going to people's houses, you fucks.
Yeah, right.
Ugh,
Just go home. I don't go anywhere. I
go
go to work.
home. The movie's over. What are you still doing here?
Yeah.
Just go home.
So that other guy comes to our shop, and he's the one that cleans stuff, like the bathrooms and stuff.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
And then the one of the owner's daughters comes over and does like the books and stuff for our shop.
Yeah.
And then there's a
Dying? Do you need beer?
there's a what?
Are you dying? Do you need beer?
I have beer. We went out to the park last night and watched the fireworks, and it was just like fog of smoke. So I was breathing fireworks smoke all night.
Oh, okay.
Um,
Sorry. Continue your story. I just want to make sure you weren't dying of the Rona.
I'm sweating though. Still 72 and a half in here. Anyway, so then there's another guy who is the new service manager at the other shop. He was at our shop the week before that guy tested positive. I don't necessarily interact with any of these people. The girl sits at the front desk, and I have to walk right behind her to clock in, and that's about it. I did get in her car because I painted her rear bumper, so I pulled her car in the shop. And I had to open her trunk.
Oh, man, you were in her trunk? Jesus.
And I painted a bumper and put on her car because she backed into something with backup sensors and a camera. And I don't know. Apparently, so I saw the other guy, the guy that cleans the bathroom. He was at the shop the other Friday, and I'm like,
Yeah.
that guy get tested? What the fuck is he doing here? And they're like, yeah, he got tested, and it said negative. So my problem with that is my dad's coming over this Friday, and I'm not going to know if I caught it from one of them for like another week or two. So
Yeah.
I was like, all right, well, I'll call my doctor and I'll see if I can get a test. So I called my doctor. I said I wanted to test. I explained to them why. They said, well, we can do a teleconference with you. And I'm like, no, I need to know. I need a test because of this. I don't have symptoms. And they're like, oh, well, we can't give you a test unless you have symptoms.
What?
And we can't give you a referral to go somewhere that does do tests. So I was like, what? Like what? Why? Anyway, because there's a place by.
Well, and you have a reason, though. Like, your father's coming, and he's obviously got some medical concerns, and you don't want him to get sick. So, yeah, my sister, her work, somebody came down with it. So then she got tested like a week ago, I think right after we filmed last. And then now she took a week off before she comes here to make sure she doesn't get it. And she's getting tested again, like Thursday. So they're all going to make sure that they're good to go before they come here. Yeah, I don't know. Like even I got people coming, and I was a little bit like, should we just hold off then if they're? But then she's like, I'm taking the week off anyway. I was like, okay, well, I mean, if you're sick, you'll probably know by then. It's just getting tested the day before they come, so.
Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't make sense because there's a I think
None of
it's
it does.
I think it's an urgent care. It's like AFB, or I've never heard of it before. Over by my work, and there's a big sign that says COVID testing here. Come get your tests. And then I
Yeah.
looked it up, and it said you have to have a referral from your doctor. So that's what I thought I was going to do, is get a referral and then go do it.
Yeah. I,
So
yeah, I don't know. Like, I thought there were places where you could just go get a test. Like, I think I was exposed to it. I'd like to get a test, please. And they're like, here's your referral. Have a nice day.
well, there's a way to do it. So they mentioned something, and then the PDR guy was at the shop Friday, and I was talking to him because I told him about my car because he's a Volkswagen guy. So I was telling him about it, and he went and got a test because the guy with the Dodge Viper, the service manager at the Volkswagen dealer, he has it. He's been off work for 2 weeks at
Ah,
home.
shit.
So the PDR guy was in his office like right before he got tested positive, right?
Oh, God.
So the PDR guy found that you can go to the Pepsi Center and get tested for free. So
Yeah.
what you have to do is you go on their website. I think they have an app or something too, but you go in there and you basically just fill out your name and tell them what's up. And then you go there, you stay in your car, you drive up, put your window down, they shove a thing in your nose and you drive away, and then they email you the result in like 2 to 4 days or something like that. So I thought, all right, I'll do
Yep.
that. So that was Friday. So when I got home Friday, I looked that up. I registered for it. But this weekend is 4th of July weekend. So they're closed Friday through Monday, where they're normally open 7 days a week.
Yeah.
So,
Son of bitches. So now you got to take the day off.
well, I got to wait till Tuesday. And they're only open the exact time I'm at work, 8 to 5. So,
Yep.
so I'm going to have to go there. You can't be there early. They said do not come early because there's nowhere for cars to wait. So I'm meant to get there at 8, probably sit in line because there's probably other
Line for a
cars
few hours.
waiting all weekend. Get a thing stuck in my nose, go to work, get there by like 9 or 10 probably.
If you're lucky.
Well, then if I'm lucky, I'll have the results by Thursday or Friday. Because
Yeah.
Friday, they're going to be on a plane. They're going to be here at like 7 at night or something. So
Oh, man.
I bet that we get the results like Friday or Saturday after they're already here. But
Yeah.
I called and I talked to my mom, and I'm just like, well, what do you do? Either you guys don't come, or you come and you hope for the best. What do you do? So
Yeah. That was my. I still want them to come.
they're coming for Will's birthday, and
Oh, yeah.
he's Grandma and Grandpa are coming, and he wants them to come, and we're gonna take him shopping and get him some presents, and
Dang.
I don't know. I can't. I don't know that I can say don't. I mean, I can tell him not to come, but I don't know that it's necessary. I mean, it's gonna be being cautious, but I don't know.
Yeah. Where do you want to draw the line in the sand, of being cautious and being overly cautious? And I mean, you told your mom and dad, hey, this is what's going on. They have to also make the decision if they want to come or not, too, because getting on a plane, like with my family, they're not only exposing themselves to me and Steph, they're exposing themselves to that whole environment, and that's a decision they have to make for themselves. I can't tell them. I guess I could tell them not to come, but
Yeah.
I still want to see them if they want to come. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think they went and saw my sister, or they were going to. I don't remember if she said for sure that they went or not. So they would have had to fly to Texas.
Yeah.
I don't know. They don't seem to be super worried about it. They probably just kind of think like me, is like you can only do so much, and then it is what it is.
Do everything you can, but at a certain point, you have to live your life too. Like, if you just stop, you're gonna go crazy. You're gonna lose your shit.
Yeah.
That's
So
my theory.
I'll just do that Tuesday, and then
They're not open tomorrow.
no, it said Friday through Monday. So we weren't sure if they were closed Friday and Monday for
Yeah.
sure. So Laura and I actually drove down there Friday. No, okay. Well,
Yeah.
everything that I has said Friday so far, I meant Thursday because I didn't work Friday. So I thought it was Friday, but
Gotcha.
it's Thursday. So Laura and
Yeah.
I drove down to the Pepsi Center Friday. It's too smoky.
Drone a test?
Well,
No.
then we had the windows open all night and people were shooting fireworks off till like 1 in the morning. So
Oh yeah.
there's smoke rolling through the house probably. So we drove down there and the sign said they were closed Friday. So we stopped at a couple places like Strange and Stem Cider Company.
Ooh, STEM. I've been to STEM and Strange. How strange?
Strange seems pretty good. They're open. I didn't really talk to. I saw Tim, the owner. He came out with his Australian hat. He came out and
Yeah.
he got a beer, but I didn't bother him. I had my mask on, so I didn't figure. He might not recognize me anyway. Plus, I was wearing a mask, and I was just like, I'll just let you.
You're like, hey, I'm Corey from way back in the day. Remember me? I'm awesome.
If I would have said, "Hey, I'm the kid that you gave your award-winning recipe to back when to make my first homebrew," he probably would have remembered, but because he mentioned it one other time when I was there, we were talking about it,
Yeah.
but that was a long time ago.
Yeah.
Um, so we went to STEM. We got this one. It came in a 2-pack. It was like freaking $8 for a 2-pack or something, two of cans. But it's like a barrel aged oak cider. It's really good.
Sounds good. I've been drinking that Colorado Core. That's good shit.
I haven't seen that. I guess I haven't been to the
I got it at
store in a while.
King Super Dupers.
Oh, Laura doesn't let me go grocery shopping with her because then I buy a bunch of stuff that we don't need.
Yeah. I do the same thing.
So we walked out to the park by the school last night about 8:30, and it was just all the way around. If you turned in a circle, there were fireworks all the way around, and it's up on a hill so you can see
Yep.
all the way. I mean, I've never seen so many fireworks at the same time. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, that's what people were saying with all those fireworks shows being shut down and everybody being stuck home for the Rona. They said Denver was insane. There were just fireworks everywhere and anywhere.
And it's funny because on the interstate, they got those signs that usually say like "safer at home," and they have been saying fire hazard something. Fireworks are illegal in Aurora, reminder or something like that. But
Yeah,
nobody listened.
no. Imagine that. Yeah, with the fire danger and the Rona and everything else. Yeah, I heard a lot of crazy fireworks in Denver area. I didn't have any out here, thank goodness. But it's a little different out here. You light them out here and you'll burn the whole county down.
I didn't show you my shirt.
It's a taco and a burger.
It's that morning show I watched, Good Mythical Morning. It says mythical right here. They do a lot of shows that are like, will it or cheeseburger, will it taco? Just whatever, will it taco, and then they put weird stuff in tacos and taste it to see if it works together, and then each round gets worse until like at the end they're eating tarantulas and scorpions in a taco, or something disgusting like that.
That sounds horrible.
But yeah, will it taco? Laura, this was one of my Father's Day presents.
Nice. Did a cheeseburger taco?
I don't remember. It's been a long time since I've seen one of those. Seen this specific one, I suppose.
That's true.
72 in here. It's getting cold.
Not that cold. Or 65 beautiful degrees in here right now.
That's what we have our heat set on in the winter. 65.
Yeah. That's what I have my heat set on in the winter here. Heat is not as efficient with geothermal as cooling. The cooling between the solar and everything else, it doesn't cost me anything, but The heat costs money. I don't like that. I don't pay for that.
Yeah, our heat's not too bad. The gas is fairly cheap, I suppose. And
Yeah, natural gas is super cheap.
we got a super duper efficient furnace because it's only a couple years old, and the air
Oh yeah,
conditioner is a super duper efficient one. So it's not bad. I mean, it's to be expected. The house is the problem. The walls are only this thick, and there's no insulation in them.
yeah,
So that's what the problem is. But eh.
yeah. Luckily, our walls are they did 2x6 with I think blown in, and it's very efficient here. Luckily, um, but it still can get pretty warm in here without the AC. It's just like stagnant, and I don't open the windows because with all the hay fields and plants and stuff around here, like I wouldn't be able to breathe. I'd be sounding like you.
Oh, that's probably something too. I can barely see the mountains up here. It's so smoky and hazy.
Mm-hmm.
Even when I'm up, driving over the dam, like you can see the outline of them kind of. So that probably is contributing to my also.
Yeah, that shit's bad for you. Don't breathe that. We're sending you a lot of that smoke.
That's
There was
cool.
another fire yesterday, a couple miles east of me, which was awesome. Sounds like they got it pretty well knocked down, but that one out in the Navajo Nation is huge, like 10,000 plus acres now. That shit was scary. Like the plume was blowing to the east of us, but it was like a wall. Like imagine, those movies where you see like a sandstorm blowing towards you and it's a wall?
Yeah,
It was like that. It was spooky. I've never seen anything quite like it.
I saw some of those pictures you had where like it would look like it was dark during the day because it was so smoky. Uh,
Yeah, to the east of us. Luckily, it blew away. It didn't blow over us. The wind was just right, but yeah, it was dark, like Illinois tornado thunderstorm blowing in dark.
it rained yesterday too. Oh, we smoked a brisket. Laura's mom got a brisket in her. She gets like those boxes full of meat delivered to her door.
Yeah,
And they were out of something, so they sent her a brisket. So we smoked it, and I think that it actually got too hot too fast. So with my smoker, I was always complaining about it. It barely gets hot enough, and then it cools down. So man,
yeah,
it got like, oh man, 300 almost. Probably 300, and then
pretty hot.
yeah, and then the meat thermometer was sitting on. It's a magnetic, and it was sitting on there, and then it let the insides out in the screen, the ink or whatever's in there.
Yeah,
So I couldn't read it, so I took it off, and like when you poke it, it would like it'd go away from it. So I put it on the ground, and then apparently when it cooled off, it was fine. It worked again. So
yep.
um, Google said to cook it to 195. So we did that.
Yeah,
Laura made a rub for it. It was pretty good. It was like, I think it got too hot too fast. It was like hard to bite off.
yeah.
It wasn't
Had some
like,
chewing.
it wasn't tender. I don't know. It was really hard to bite
Well,
off, and
how
then
did
hard.
how did you slice it? Did you slice with the grain or against the grain?
Laura sliced it. So if it's like this long, she sliced it this way.
That should have been against the grain, so it would come.
I think it's a,
Brisket's a tough cut, man. Even when you cook it right, it can go either way really fast. So it's definitely. I've done a couple of them now, and like two of them turned out terrible, and one of them turned out really good.
it wasn't bad. It was just kind of hard to bite and chew.
Yeah,
And then the grill cooled off. Like it was really hot, and then it was like done, and it cooled off when the meat was done. And then we wanted to put sweet corn on there, and it was too cold, so I had to start some more charcoal, and then that took an hour, and then everyone was done eating, and then
yeah.
no one ate any sweet corn. So,
Sons of bitches.
and then Laura and her mom put on Hamilton, the musical, or yeah, I guess it's a
Oh
musical.
yeah, yeah. You can watch that on Disney Plus now.
Yeah, I tried to watch it. Like I kind of like that stuff. Like I like Phantom of the Opera and Les Miserables and stuff like that. But those are like the only two that I like, I think, because this one was it was cool because they went like a different way with the music. It was more of like rap-esque.
Yeah.
And it was pretty good. Like they had like an ultimate rap battle in the middle of it, like between Alexander Hamilton and Thomas Jefferson, and it was kind of funny. I like that part. But then I couldn't keep my attention, and then I was playing with Will, and then Will wanted to go outside and play with snakes, like the snakes, fireworks snakes,
Yeah.
snakes and
Yep.
sparklers. So we went outside and did that, and I missed a lot of it. Maybe if it, I don't know, maybe I'll try to watch it again one day, but
Cool.
I just don't feel like I need to spend the time on it.
Yeah, that's not really my cup of tea, but if we watch it, I'll try to watch it.
I feel like if we had a history class in Lemoyle public schools, and I would have learned about any history whatsoever, that I probably would have gotten a lot of the jokes. But since I don't have
Mm.
very much of an understanding details, I suppose details of history, that I just like, is that supposed to be funny? Because I don't get it.
I don't get it.
Yeah.
You know, you need to subscribe to a YouTuber called The History Guy. I watch his stuff, and he has little like 5 to 10, sometimes 15-minute videos of history stuff. It's very interesting. It's all, you name it, history. It's modern history. It's colonial history, Civil War, World War II, up until like 10 years ago, things that happened. So it's pretty cool. He's a little nerdy, but learn a lot.
I watched one. I think his name was Dan Carlin. He's got like a kind of a podcast. He's only got like there's like 20 episodes on the whole channel, but they're like
Yeah.
historical things for like an hour or two episodes.
Hmm.
And it just kind of goes into detail about things. And I started listening to it, and it was interesting, and then I lost interest, and I just never went back to it.
That's what I like about the history guy. It's about 10 minutes. About the time you're like, okay, this is lame, it's over.
Yeah.
You're like, this one's kind of boring. All right, it's over. Cool.
Oh, I got some news that happened today.
You're pregnant.
I got 1,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel today.
I saw that. Yeah.
Bam.
Woohoo.
Except,
Not on this channel, but on your gaming channel.
yeah, and it happened during my last stream before I started cooking lunch. This somebody was in there and they were talking to me in the chat, and they're like, he's like, man, you're almost to 1,000. I was like at 996, and he's like, I'm gonna get you to 1,000. And then
Nice.
he didn't say anything for a while, like a half hour, and then he came back and he's like, you're at 1,000 now. And I'm like, what?
Awesome. How
So,
cool is that?
I don't know if we went and told a bunch of people to subscribe or what happened, but it was like exactly 1,000. So now the problem is you also have to have 4,000 minutes of watch time per 365 days. No, not January to December, just 365, whatever the period is. So
Yeah.
I was over that. I was like way over that. I was like 4,500 for a long time, for like years. But now that I was coming up on 1,000, it started to drop off. Now it's like 2,600. So I don't have enough. I need like 1,400 more minutes per year, and then I can start making money again.
Okay.
And that's what I've been trying to do for like the last 3 years, or whenever they changed the rules. I don't remember when it was.
Well, I'll have to set up a phone and stream it or something, or my iPad or my Roku.
Just let it play. Well, I got a bunch of streams now that are like an hour to 2 hours long.
Yeah, because if you only need another 1,400 minutes, that's like 10 hours. I think if I set up the iPad and the Roku, we can make that happen.
Now I'm interested to see. 1,400 divided by 60? 23.33333333333.
So you need like somebody to stream you for an entire day,
just
right?
one day. So if you got 1,000 people,
I gotta find an iPad around here. I got one.
So 23.33 divided by 1,000 people, 0.023. So I need each one of my subscribers to watch 0.023 minutes.
More minutes.
Yeah, I suppose
0.023.
more minutes. How much? Like zero point zero 0.02 minutes.
That's 200. So it's not even 2/10. So 2/10 would be 12 minutes. So 200 would be 12 seconds.
Yeah, it's not very much. So everybody watch 12 seconds more of my videos every time you watch one, okay?
Everybody watch like 30 seconds more. That's so
Like,
weird that like
that's not very.
you
That's
have 1,000 subscribers, but you only have 2,600 viewed minutes. Is that per month or per year?
per year period. Per
So on
this.
average, each person watches 2.5 minutes of your channel a year. That's weird. I don't understand how that works.
A lot of it, like, there's not 1,000 people that watch my videos. There's like 200. Just like people subscribed, and a lot of them may have just forgotten about it. Or like, there's a lot of people that I'm subscribed to that I don't watch anymore, but like every few months they'll have something that I want that I want to watch.
Yeah.
But 90% of their stuff I don't want to watch anymore, but then they'll have something I'm like, "Oh, that's cool. I want to see that." So,
Like I subscribe, but I don't really watch gaming stuff. I'm not a gamer. I don't have any gaming things. I'm an N64.
well,
So I don't watch gaming stuff, but I'm a subscriber. But I can set up an iPad to stream or something, get you that number.
it's weird too. Like, we only have 24 subscribers on here, but sometimes we'll get like 40 views.
Somebody's watching.
So people are watching, like, maybe they're just coming across it, maybe someone shared it to them and they watched it. I don't know. It's all weird.
I don't know. Hey, if you watch this and you don't subscribe, you should subscribe because we'll know you're there.
Yeah. And when we get to 1,000 and 4,000 minutes of watch time, maybe we can make a couple bucks.
Make a whole $1. How much do you make off a video?
Nothing. I made
Nothing right now.
I made like $100 a year for the last 2 years before they changed the rules, and that was like 3 years ago. So 2 or 3, I can't even remember anymore. But I only had like 300 subscribers back then. Like, it was nothing. I was still making $100 a year. So times that by 3, it'll make $300 a year now, maybe ish.
That'd be cool.
It all depends on how. It's all on watch time now, so it depends. You have to go by like average watch time per video, which for me is pretty low. It's like 5 minutes.
Is that because your videos are so long, people only watch a little bit of them and then move on, or how does that work?
Well, yeah, I suppose I make them for. I usually try to make them like a half hour, because a lot of the ones that I was watching when I started doing this were like 20 to 30 minutes, and that kind of seems like a good, like, people can pay attention to something for a half hour, like a TV show. But now, like this game I'm playing now, it's like almost 30 hours, so I don't want to make 60 episodes of this game. So I'm just streaming it, and I'm doing it like an hour to 2 hours at a time. And if people want to watch it as videos later, they can. And if not, whatever. It is what it is. You just do what you do, and it works and doesn't work. There's no.
I got you.
You can't really figure it out. It just happens or it doesn't.
Yeah, there's no formula to be a YouTube sensation. It just, you either are or you are not.
Yeah, I'm sure somebody could figure it out, but a lot of times it depends on, like, if you know somebody that's big, is a friend that is a bigger YouTuber, and then they say, "Hey, go watch my buddy's channel," then you'll grow really fast. But other than that, it's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard to find small channels like mine for the most part.
Yeah, it is. It really is. Like, I watch some stuff, but they're all pretty big, and then like they tell you to watch these other guys, and then I watch these other guys, and I'm like, these are stupid. I don't like this.
I found that I have a hard time watching somebody new. Like for example, we watched the Angry Joe show, and he does like game reviews and stuff like that. And he's got like 3 employees. That's how good they're doing. But
Whoa.
I liked him and I liked the other guy. And then one day they were doing movie reviews and they brought in this other guy. And I'm like, who the fuck is this guy? I don't like this guy. And then he was he's kind of a dick. But, and I didn't like him. Laura didn't. Laura hated him. And then like over time, I like him now. Like I've kind of grown to respect his opinion on things rather than just like, who's this jerk that just came in here?
This D-bag. Yeah.
Yeah, so when I find somebody new, I kind of have a hard time. Like even I listen to Joe Rogan every day at work, and when I first started listening to that, I was just like, I don't know who any of these guys are. I don't really care. But then as I listen to them now I like it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I don't know. I don't watch. What I do watch on TV is usually YouTube, but I don't watch that much TV or YouTube anymore. It's kind of nice. I've been getting a lot of stuff done, or getting out a lot, or we've been four-wheeling all over. We did Imogene and Ophir the other day. We did Red Mountain yesterday. Well, we took a picture from my first trip out here, and we matched it up, kind of recreated it with the truck. And we did Pekin and Placer in California and Hurricane the week before that. And I've been everywhere. I finished my rack. I painted it. Got my tent on. Got my compressors running. Storage box. Basically done. I got a XM satellite radio antenna I got to run this week sometime. And I got some shock skids. This guy was getting rid of them. And he's like, whoever pays the shipping can have these. And I was like, me. Me. $20 right now. And I got them like 2 days later.
Nice.
Faster than if I would have ordered them from the place. So I was like, hell yeah.
Yeah, everybody's gone. They all left this morning. Laura and Gwen and Will went with Laura's mom and sister. A dog.
Yeah. Yeah, you're on TV.
Is that the same couch that I'm sitting on right now?
It's very similar. It's from Furniture Row.
Oh yeah.
But like the side's a little different. Yours has like a bolster.
The stitching here is different a little bit.
You have a single stitch and I have a double stitch. And then like that's the side of my couch. See, it doesn't do anything. Like yours has a thing.
Okay.
It's a little different, but it's probably the same manufacturer in the same place, just a little trim difference. Hey doggy.
I got this one for free from Chad and Annika.
Oh, from Chadwick?
Yeah, the one upstairs too. The one upstairs is like a real couch. This is just like a love seat.
Yeah. Hey puppy.
But it's just my gaming one. You know what's funny is I sit on this side all the time because this is where my keyboard, my monitor is right over here, and my microphone's here. Yeah. And then when Laura and I were playing Kingdom, we were doing like a tournament in this game, and to see who was better. And I sat on this other side, and I was like a whole foot higher than I am now. I was like sitting here.
You got butt groove in it?
Yeah.
Yeah, my couch has a butt groove. This one has my butt groove, and that has Steph's butt groove. The other ones are like new. But we had this at the Denver house a little bit, and then we had it at our apartment, so everything, like, we're kind of wearing it in even now. I'm getting a little butt groovy over here. I'll have to change to the corner. It's a sectional, so, like, there's one over there, one over there, and then there's a corner. Then there's a 1, 2, 3 here, so it's big. I like it though, because I can like lay on this and people can still sit on the couch next to me.
I hate my dad's is kind of the same way, and our one upstairs. I hate it. You can't lay on it because the center there's like 3 seats, both sides recline, and the center one doesn't. But the center one's like higher, so you have to lay on it like that. So uncomfortable.
It's uncomfortable. We got new couches upstairs too. They finally got delivered yesterday. God, what day is it?
Yeah,
they came Friday afternoon. They were supposed to come yesterday. And we finally have furniture in every room of the house, so that's nice. We've only been in this one for 3 years, and house in Denver before that, and condo before that. Yeah,
we haven't bought much furniture. I bought this table. It's the coffee table that goes down and up.
Yeah. Yep.
Um, Everything else, I pretty. My parents bought the dining room table. Dude, what did we
Yep.
buy? I bought the computer desk upstairs, and that's about it.
Yeah. My folks got me a dining room table at my first apartment, and it was at our Denver house. But like, we bought a table here, and we bought this couch when we got married, and um, entertainment centers and stuff. Man, we bought so much furniture.
Well,
Hi, puppy.
I guess we bought the
Puppy
kids'
lives-
beds in our bed, but
Yeah, we bought a bed, and then we upgraded from a queen size to a king size. So then we bought that bed and the frame for it, frames for both. 3 beds. I bought like so much furniture. I hate furniture. Furniture shopping is the devil.
if I ever buy a couch, which I will, because if we move out of this house, these couches are staying here. Does your phone ever just like turn on, like by
The screen just
itself?
turn on?
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
If I ever buy a couch, which I will, I'm gonna buy one that the one side has a super long. It doesn't recline, but it's straight out. You know what I
A
mean?
chaise lounge couch.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah, I've had one like that too.
And then I want one. They had them at Furniture Row where it's like a center console. It like flips down and it's got cup holders and it plugs in. It's like electric recliner and you can plug your phone into it.
This one's an electric recliner.
Oh,
It's weird.
it had a refrigerator. Like you open it up,
Oh, shit.
so it was like a cooler refrigerator.
Mhm,
Yeah,
mhm.
that's what I wanted.
Those like home theater couch ones are crazy like that.
Yeah, I want that.
I want that too for my theater.
I could have made this room into a theater. Like that wall's not too far, where that could have been a whole screen there, and then we could have had some chairs right here, and it would have been perfect. But that cost money.
Fuck. Oh, I did something. What did I do?
Broke it.
What did I do?
Well, I can see the top of my head if I do this.
Ugh, no, I really done did it. You could have that. Ba-bam!
Yeah. Yeah. That looks like it's further away than my wall is.
This room is about 20 feet wide and about 20 feet deep.
Oh, jeez.
Behind.
Oh, look, I got a tape measure right here. I don't even have to get up.
What's that up? Well,
How far is the wall? All right, the wall to my microphone is 69.
inches?
Yeah.
So 5, almost 6 feet.
And the wall to my microphone is 52. So 171.
69 plus 52 is not 171.
Wait, 50. Oh, no, I'm thinking. No, wait. 50, 100, 100 and, what, 69? 50,
20 inch? It's almost 10, little over 10 feet.
10 feet.
But how deep is your room?
It's broken. What the crap? There we go. I don't know. I'd have to stand up to go do it. It looks like it's further. It's not a square. I think it's longer this way than it is this way. So maybe like 10 by 15?
That's deep enough. My projector is, I think, about 12 feet from my screen. And it's a 100-inch screen. It's awesome for watching YouTube videos, let me tell you.
Yeah, 10 feet. You were right. I can do math. Like, if I don't have a camera looking at my face and I'm not talking to someone, I could be like, all right, 69, 52. All right, that's 100. All right. I can figure it out, but like, I'm trying to do it, and then I'm like thinking about how long it's taking me, and then I'm like, and then I can't do it.
I look so stupid. Everybody gonna think I'm special. Your vein starts popping out your forehead.
Yeah, so everybody's gone. So They left, and then I streamed that game twice for a couple hours each. Then I made a
Yeah,
bunch of enchiladas, and then we did this. At least I'm not sweating anymore. It's still
that's good.
72 down here. Unacceptable.
Unacceptable. That's ridiculous. Yeah, I got to. My AC finally just kicked back on. Haha. I got to finish cleaning today. I swept in here and I dusted a little. And I vacuumed. And my puppy's sleeping over there. She's sleeping. I got vacuumed the stairs and we went through a bunch of papers and bedrooms, and I hate cleaning. I hate it all.
We got that whole room upstairs. It just kind of turned into our storage room for stuff that we don't know what to do with.
Yeah.
And we were going to move, and we were looking at houses, and we were going to go through it all and get rid of a bunch of crap and then have a garage to put garage stuff in instead of stuffing it somewhere in the house.
Yeah.
And then that never happened, and now I don't think it's going to happen for another few years. So we got to go through it some more. I took like a whole trunk load when I did have my car for a couple days. It was a whole hatch full of bags and books and crap. So there's an ARC donation place right across the street from work, so I took it all over there.
Cool.
Yeah, there's so much. I took all my foam down out of my room like this. I had them like pattern, like not one, not one, all the way around the room. And I took them all down when I thought I was going to move, and now they're stacked up over there and stacked up over there. So
Why'd you take them all down?
I thought we were moving.
Why did you have noise canceling foam in your room?
Because it's kind of echoey in here. Like if I was... Did it echo?
A little bit.
It's kind of echoey, and it was worse before I got this microphone. I had a crappier one. It was really bad. And I can tell the difference. When I first took it down, I was like, ugh, oh, it sounds so bad. But now I'm either just used to it, or I've also found a way that I can tune up the audio a little bit. Like this right here, and then your audio also. I do that to both of them before I put them in the editing program. So it just gives them a little bit of this bass, and the mixer. You can kind of turn them to wherever you want. So I kind of put them through that just to make them sound a little bit better first.
Sounds reasonable.
I don't know if anybody can tell or anybody cares, but I do it anyway.
Yeah.
This isn't even an amazing microphone. It's a USB one. If you want a good one, you got to get an XLR that has like a super fancy plug in your computer, but that costs more money because you got to go from the microphone to the thing, and then the thing's got knobs, and then that's got to go to the computer. And
yeah, that's one of those blue whatever microphones, isn't it?
Yeah,
this
is a Blue Yeti. It says it over here, but I can't turn it or else it'll unplug and then it'll never work again.
Yeah.
It's freaking huge, man.
Yep.
Well,
it's supposed to be a nice little condenser mic in there. I mean, I know it's USB, but it's supposed to be nice.
Yeah, it's pretty good. And then, like, say, I think I talked about this before, but say, like you were here, this one changes where the directional of it. So, like, we could be sitting across from each other and it'd pick us both up. The way it's set now is just this way. You can have it be like this way.
Yeah.
It's pretty nice. I mean, it was like $100, so it was worth $100 for sure.
Yeah, it should be nice for that much money.
Those other ones are like $400 or something. I don't know what else went on. I saw some pictures. I want to go four-wheeling, but
You get a four-wheeling rig.
Laura's used up all her vacation. Well, she's using it now. I'm going to have to take half a Tuesday off to get a coronavirus test, and then I'm going to have to take next Monday off to take, I think my parents' flight leaves at like 3 or 4 or something, so I don't know. I suppose I could go to work at noon, but that sucks. I don't want to do that.
Yeah, work at noon sucks. I don't like doing that. Yeah, I don't have a lot of time off, but I go on the weekends when I can, on holidays. Just whenever I get the opportunity, you know, we try to get out and get away, and with the Rona, we haven't been able to camp, so I had some more time to build my truck, and now I'm like, I just want to go camping and get away. So I'm actually gonna go look at some lanterns later, some propane powered lanterns. Pretty excited for those.
I don't see why you can't go camping, right? Because when you go camping, you're out in the woods and you're with your own group of people. Like,
Well, the problem is traveling to get to a camp, because then you got to stop at a bunch of places. And then like campgrounds. They don't want you going to campgrounds for the most part, but I'm not really looking for a campground.
no,
So they're opening up camps and stuff like that. It's just like when the Rona first started, um, they closed everything. Like they didn't want you anywhere. They didn't know that much about it. Now they know a little bit more about it. So now you can do more stuff.
I guess when I think camping, the last place we went to had probably the most stuff. There was like a gravel parking area. There was a bathroom that was just
Yeah.
like a toilet that went to a hole in the ground.
Yeah.
And then there was like a little bit of a gravel trail, and there were kind of campsites just in the trees, and all there was like a. Was there even a picnic table? Let's just say there was. There was a picnic table and a fire pit, and that's it.
Yeah. Fairly dispersed camping, not fully dispersed campground, but yeah.
Yeah, if you could see, like, if the trees weren't thick enough, you could see a tent across the way. But
Yeah.
I guess to go four wheeling, I guess what I'm thinking is I want to be able to have something that I can drive through terrain that most people can't get through, and then go camping there.
Yeah.
So no one
Yeah,
else.
exactly.
So I don't see anyone else.
Yeah. That's kind of the way I set my truck up to do. So yeah, just trying to figure it out. We think we can now. We just have to. Well, my folks are going to be here for the next couple weekends, and then after that, we'll be able to go, and then hopefully this fall we'll be able to travel. Like we wanted to go to southeastern Utah, but that was all closed. A lot of it's still closed, but it's getting better.
You know what else we did? Oh man, what day was? Oh, it was Friday. We went to the Aurora Reservoir. Laura and her mom have these blow up kayaks. So I haven't gone with them because I don't really want to go. But I was like,
Yeah.
all right, I got the day off on a Friday. I'll go and we'll have fun. So Laura and her mom were in one. And then Will and I were in the other one. But I weigh like 200 pounds more than Will. So they put my seat in the front, like right in the center of the boat, so it wouldn't tip forward or anything. But
Yeah.
since it's blow up, I was like way down in the middle. And like
Think the kayak, fat boy.
it's a pretty good quality kayak, but it's still blow up, so it still flexes. So I was doing okay, but like since I was like this, my legs were up like going uphill, and I was trying to sit on the seat, and it kept tipping me, and I was trying to hold myself up, and it just
Just uncomfortable.
was painful to try to hold myself up. So then I got my legs crossed in a way that I could sit more straight up, and then I could reach with my paddle. And we went out a ways, and then we were going around, and I was like, all right, I'm done. I'm going to go back. It's starting to be painful
I
enough.
have had enough.
It's starting to be painful enough that if I don't head back, I'm not going to make it.
Yep.
So I headed back, and like halfway back, I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to make it. And I got back and pulled it up, and then Will laid in the sand, and I buried him for like a half hour until they got back. And then we took him back to the car, and then about that time, the beach was opening, the swim beach. So we went in there, and they had these traffic cones set up in the sand, and they were 10 feet apart, and you pick a cone, you put your stuff at the cone, and that area around it is your area, and people don't get too close to you. And then we went in the water, and it was super cold, and I got all the way in up to here, and we screwed around for a little bit, and then we went home. So
Nice.
that was cool. I'd rather go swimming. I told her I don't need to go kayaking again. That was good for me.
Yeah, kayaking. I had a bad experience kayaking. We still have kayaks, but we're gonna go some more this summer. We're just finally getting into a rhythm, so we'll go some more and have some fun.
She got the blow up one because you can deflate it and it goes in like a bag and you can put it in the trunk.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't have to get a whole roof rack and do all that stuff.
Yeah, you don't have to be like me and be stupid and spend a bunch of money on crap.
Well, she also has one of those boards,
Stand up paddleboard.
paddle board, and that thing
SUP.
is upstairs in that storage room also, and it's like as long as the whole room. She used it like 1 or 2 times, and it's just been sitting up there. I think she'd
Those
rather.
things are expensive. You should put it on Facebook.
I think she'd rather do the kayak. I don't know. I don't know that she's decided that she's never going to do it again, but I think she likes doing the kayak better. But
I like kayaking better. It's easier than a stand-up paddleboard, but
I don't
some
have.
people are into that.
I don't have the balance. There's no way I'd be able to. If I did get stood up on that thing, I'd fall over in a second. Like,
Yeah, it wouldn't be for long. Yep.
I can't even, like, in the shower, I have to like grab a hold of the side to wash my foot, or I'll fall over. Sometimes it's like, put the foot up, wash real fast. Oh, okay, put it down. Like, whoa, I almost fell.
Well, maybe you need to practice on the stand-up paddleboard for a while, and then you'll get better at that.
I do need to practice balance because that's when I was doing physical therapy for my back at Frontier, they had me do a thing where I'd lay on this big foam cylinder, and then you had to lift up like your left foot and your right arm. So you got opposite arms holding, arm and leg holding you up, and you have to balance on there, and it's strengthening your core, which helps with balance. So maybe my core is a sissy.
Your core is full of enchiladas like mine.
And beer. Arrogant
And beer.
bastard. No, that's not what's in
There you
there.
go.
Oh, I don't know. You got anything else fancy that went on?
No, we're just hanging out. Wait for my folks to get here. We're renting some Jeeps. We're gonna go do some exploring. Lots of pictures, lots of fun things. I'm pretty excited.
My family only comes over for like 2 days, like ever. And then when I go there, it's only, well, I guess Thanksgiving is probably the longest. So they'll be here like Friday night, and it'll be Saturday, Sunday, and then like half the day Monday, because they're going to have to be at the airport at like noon or 1, I suppose. So
Yeah,
so it's like
it'll
2
be
days.
cool though.
I know. I think we're going to go back out to the reservoir for Will's birthday, because if we get there like right before 10 when the beach opens, wasn't very many people there.
No.
So
Yeah,
it was like 10:30 or 11, and Laura's mom was still able to find a picnic table under a tree, like in the shade. So
badass.
we're gonna see if we can do that for his birthday and have him go swimming.
That'll be cool. How old is he now? Like 4?
It's gonna be
5?
5.
Oh my god, 5 years old. Time flies, man. Crazy.
2015, man. 2015 seems like so long ago, but it was only 5 years, which is still
Yeah, it's when we moved here.
really.
I've lived in Durango just over 5 years. Holy crap.
So Will was born when I still worked at Frontier.
Yep.
And then I left there and I went and worked at Furniture Row for 2 years, and now I've been working here for a little over a year.
Bailey, bring me that ball. Bring it here. Bring it here. That dog's being an asshole.
Is that the squeaky toy?
Yeah. Here, I'll show you.
I was like, that's a funny noise for a dog to make. Hey,
Bailey,
I like your table.
squeak that ball. Bailey. Like my table? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I've looked at some like that before.
Yeah, American Furniture. Pretty nice. I like them. Now she won't squeak the ball because she knows she's on camera. My dog knows she's on camera. Bailey, squeak the ball. Bring me the ball. Bailey, bring me that ball. Bring me that ball. Bring me that ball. Come on, Bailey. Oh,
Oh, there's another one. That's a funny noise coming through the internet.
Yeah. Simon, you're on camera. All right.
Nope.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna go play some more games and probably maybe edit this and stuff like that. And you remember when we made I bought a wine kit like right before places started closing down. It's like March.
Yeah. How'd your wine turn out?
We just bottled it last weekend. It's been like the instructions only go up to like 8 weeks or something. It was like 13 weeks before we bottled it. And it wasn't that hard. It only took like an hour maybe to clean everything, bottle everything and clean up. And
Bailey, knock it off.
we're just lazy. We just don't feel like doing it.
Give me that ball. Yeah. Yeah, it seems like a lot, and then you do it, and you're like, oh, that wasn't so bad after all, because I didn't make 40 gallons of beer. I just made a little bit of wine.
Yeah, it's better because the beer, you got to have 50 bottles, 50 12-ounce bottles. And the wine bottles are bigger, and we had some of the super big ones, so it was only like 20-ish, 24 or something. So
there you go. Yeah, that helps.
it wasn't that bad. All right, well, I'm going to go do stuff and go to the bathroom and get more beer and stuff like that. So
I'm going to try to take a nap, but I know that's not going to happen. So
yeah, I stayed up too late. Laura's like, will you put stuff in the dryer? And I'm like, oh, man, it's like 50 minutes. I was going to go to bed early so I could get up and do stuff while you guys are gone.
yeah.
So I was like, all right, well, I'll play a game for a little bit, and then I won't even realize it's been an hour. So I did that, and then I stayed up for like another hour and a half after that. Damn it. So
I didn't sleep very good, and life, and so we'll see. Oh, and they're off. You want to see something funny?
Ah! Bye-bye.
Bailey! Bailey, Simon, help!
Huh? Bye-bye.
And that goes.
All right.
They're crazy.
All right, well, good luck with that.
All right, good luck with that, everybody. We'll see you, buddy. Keep your head up. Let me know about the car. I'm going to go clean. So my parents are going to be here in a week, and then, yeah.
In theory, I should have it by the end of the week.
Let me know.
All right. All right, we'll see you next time.
Good luck with that.
Bye-bye.
Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the bell and all the things that I see on the other YouTubes.
Here and here and here.
Sure.
Hey, have you watched one of these lately? Did you see what I did with our faces in the background and stuff?
No, I didn't watch the last one. I'm sorry. I
didn't even get it ready.
I don't watch them because I'm here talking about them, and I don't like watching myself, so it's weird.
Go back and turn on the first one just for like in the middle somewhere and see what it looks like, and then go to the last one and turn it on somewhere in the middle and see what it looks like. It's like, I can't even believe how crappy it looked back then.
All right, I'll go check it out right when we're done here.
Okay, see you next time.
Good luck with that.
Bye-bye.